Friends, welcome back to another quick little nugget episode of A Crept from the 80s. I am Chris Seaver, your host, and I just wanted to basically come on here and celebrate with you the fact that I found something, thanks to the internet, thanks to other nostalgia warriors out there around the globe who have posted this, who have talked to me about it. You've heard on this channel, you've heard me talk about some of my favorite cereals growing up. There's a lot of cereals that just really mean a lot to us kids who grew up in the 80s. The Ghostbusters cereal, C-3POs, Gremlins, Mr. T, those cereals. And then we had the weird stuff like the S'mores Crunch cereal, and we had ice cream cone cereal, and anything and everything was being marketed towards kids. Sugary, sweet, terrible for you. It was all there at our fingertips. Or whatever parent would allow the sugar to be taken in by the young ones. And I grew up with my great-grandparents and my great-aunt, and I definitely was allowed to have sugary cereals, and I had multiple different sugary cereals that I would choose from any given morning, or whatever. So you've seen on this channel me talk about a lot of these cereals and how nostalgic it is for us. And I just recently did one about Fruity Pebbles, which is still, of course, on the market and celebrating its 50th anniversary. That is a cereal that 100% takes me back to my childhood just by opening the box. The smell, it's all there. Same with the Monster cereals. And they did change the flavor of the Monster cereals, but for the most part, it's still kind of there. Trix certainly does it now that they changed it back to the original recipe. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Golden Grams, and they're back to the original recipe now as well. Cocoa Puffs has gone back to the original recipe. But there was one elusive cereal, folks. I've talked about it on this channel. If you are nostalgia hunting around the world on other channels, on YouTube, you've certainly heard other big kids like myself talk about this cereal, and that, of course, is Smurf Berry Crunch. There was something very special and very unique tasting about this cereal. It's elusive. I've never been able to sort of find a cereal that recaptures that flavor. Much like, say, when High C Ecto Cooler, right? They take it off the market in late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. It went back to its original flavor. Name, not flavor, but name, because it was a drink before Ghostbusters imprinted on it, and we had the Slimer thing, and everybody is tracing that Ecto Cooler taste. And then 2016 they bring it back in a big way, but Ecto Cooler, the flavor, the taste is still out there, and I've told many of you people on this channel, if you want that taste year-round, go get Juicy Juice Orange Tangerine. It is in all your grocers markets. It's all there. They have it in the bigger bottle, and they have it in the juice boxes. And I get it frequently, and it 100% literally is Ecto Cooler. So it's there. But this cereal, Smurf Berry Crunch, in all the cereals, in all the taste testing and trying to find the cereal again, it just always has eluded us fans of that cereal, and what was so special about it. It was just a very unique flavor, right? Like I said, thanks to the people on the internet, thanks to people who have contacted me individually about it, It is out there. And it is none other than Oops All Berries from Captain Crunch. If it's not 100% Smurf Berry Crunch, it's like 95% Smurf Berry Crunch. When I opened this box, it flooded back, like, because I have literally been able to taste Smurf Berry Crunch since the 80s. I have always had it. It's a weird, nostalgia connection thing where you can smell or you can taste your childhood. That memory was so strong, it was still in there. So when I talk about Smurf Berry Crunch, I would still be able to bring that flavor back up, that smell. And I don't know why it was so amazing. It was so delicious to us. Everybody who had Smurf Berry Crunch today as 40-somethings talk about this cereal as like Mecca. Like it's the most amazing cereal we had. And we had a lot of amazing cereals back then. But something special about that Smurf Berry Crunch. Smurf Berries, the commercial was so great, the little jingle. So I opened this box, I finally go and get it. And I had tried throughout the years different things that people said, and I was like, no, this isn't it. No, this doesn't cut it. This does not smell or taste like Smurf Berry Crunch. But holy shit, when I opened this box and smelled, it's Smurf Berry Crunch, guys. It has the slight taste of Captain Crunch in general. And this is a Quaker cereal, and Post put out Smurf Berry Crunch and its brother, which I didn't like as much as Smurf Berry Crunch, which was like Smurf Magic Berries or something like that, and it had like marshmallows in it, but it didn't taste 100% like Smurf Berry Crunch. Anyway, if you want to chase that high of Smurf Berry Crunch, folks, I ain't lying. It's here. And when I mean, the box is almost empty, because when I opened it, I had like 2 bowls back to back, because it was just so like, holy crap, like this is it. This is as close as we are probably going to get to Smurf Berry Crunch. Even when the Smurf movies came out, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 years ago or whatever it was, they brought a Smurf cereal back out, a new Smurf cereal, but it wasn't Smurf Berry Crunch. It didn't taste anything like Smurf Berry Crunch, which was a travesty, I say. But here it is. I mean, listen, it may vary for you. You could taste this and be like, no, that doesn't taste like Smurf Berry Crunch. But to me, to my memory, to my taste buds, to my nostril tips, it certainly is 95% Smurf Berry Crunch. And now I'm going to continue to get this whenever I need some sort of sugary treat, because it's a real wonderful blast of the past. And I'm glad that someone out there is still 95% making it a reality for us Smurf Berry Crunch fans. I'm also, I just recently ordered a the box alone of Smurf Berry Crunch, so that I can have in my 80s room. And I will be putting the bags of Oops All Berries in the Smurf Berry Crunch box and having it, and there you go. And I'm ridiculous and silly, but what do you say? Almost 44-year-old man chasing down that Smurf Berry Crunch dragon. I finally found it, or close enough, the equivalent, and I'm happy, and hopefully you guys out there will jump on it and give it a shot too. And let me know in the comments if you agree, if you were an avid Smurf Berry Crunch fan, and you too have that lingering nostalgic taste in your buds, let me know, because for me, I mean, it really takes me back. So thank you for watching this little nugget episode of Crept from the 80s. There's plenty more to come. If you like the channel, if you like what you see, there's plenty of stuff on the channel, video-wise, all sorts of pop culture stuff from the 80s, from the 90s, horror, science fiction, fantasy, geek culture, comic book culture, all that stuff. It's all here on the channel at Crept from the 80s, and, you know, let us know if you like it. So, thanks, and we'll see you on another episode. Smurf Berry Crunch!